Hello, everybody. Today I'm just gonna be doing a little Deadpool worth it or whatever. I still don't know if that's gonna be the name, but haven't thought of anything else yet. So Deadpool is a game that came out, I think, in 2013, maybe 14. I don't know 100% for the Xbox One, PS3, PS4, and 360, and PC. And basically, I'm gonna just, obviously sit down and tell you if it's worth it, or just to skip over it, So I'll tell you the pros of the game. So, the game, it's funny, it is really freaking funny. At some points, like, I'm just dying laughing, basically. Like, there's a couple of jokes that I freaking love to death, but it's really freaking cool. I like it, but and there's also really good just sword gameplay. Just being able to just and there's multiple types of weapons. There's hammer. There's like sais, I think they're called. Like the weapons that Raphael or whatever his name is used in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And swords. And personally, I like the swords the most, even though they are the starting one. I personally like them the most, and I kind of stuck with them the whole game, and I found no reason to switch. Honestly, I just stuck with that. Like the katana is good with combos and just damage. It's in medium on that. The sais, or whatever they're called, low damage but high combo, and hammer has high damage but low combo. So, but combo, if you get combos, you'll get money, which at sometimes it actually does make the game too easy to progress. You'll just get, like, from fighting one little battle, you might get like 20,000 points. And just for each and every single one, you get shit tons of points. But we'll get to that later. There's some challenges, and that they're not the best. They are of just levels that are in the campaign that you've already done if you've beaten the game, and they're a cool aspect. They're not well made. They're really not. Like, you're gonna see that I'm only gonna be playing the first 2 levels, is because I didn't want to go playing further in the game where there's gonna be spoilers. I don't want that. And, the challenges, somehow they managed it to make it, at least for me, this could easily be because I haven't touched the game in over a month, that they seemed harder than the whole entire game. That the game is, just the challenges are pretty difficult at sometimes. It might be just because it's in a smaller area and there's a shit ton of enemies coming right at you. I don't know, but yeah. And the game is, okay, it's very well voice acted. Sorry about that, but it's very well voice acted. The person, I don't remember the name. That's my bad, but the one who's voicing Deadpool, he does a really good job at it. And Deadpool seems like exactly like how he is in the movies. Like, he's cracks jokes, just, does explosions, likes guns, likes boobs, that kind of stuff. There's some cool concepts in the game. Sometimes they don't really execute them too well, but there's some really cool concepts in the game. And they also, if you're into this kind of stuff, they do bring in the X-Men for a while. Personally, I don't give a crap about them. That's just me. I've never been a really big fan of superhero movies stuff, and I just didn't really care too much about them being there, but you might like them. there is a nice progression menu and items. You can just upgrade, like, you can upgrade Deadpool after you upgrade some weapons first, so that you're not instantly just giving yourself more health or whatever. But you can upgrade, like, damage and just ammo capacity, and, you know, it's pretty cool. You can get, like, there's a pistol, SMG, a shotgun, and a blaster, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna say, like, probably, okay, so shotgun is really good for the big buff dudes. Those guys you can take out really fast with that thing. And with the blaster, that's good for just, you know, bosses. SMG is probably, like, one of my least favorite. Well, actually, pistol, of course, but SMG is my least favorite viable weapon. And, I'm just not much of a fan of that one, personally. But, I also, you know, I haven't even used all of the weapons in the game. There's, some throwables. There's, like, a flashbang, grenades. Don't remember the last two. Oh, bear trap and mines or something like that. Never have used the mines or the bear traps at all. I don't find any reason. And here we'll be getting into the cons of the game, because there's a lot. There's a lot. Now there's no reason to use most of the weapons because the game is so freaking easy. I played it through on medium difficulty, and you're not going to be able to get the difficulty above it until after you beat the game. But there is no reason to play the game again, because Deadpool says the exact same jokes, you go the exact same linear paths, you fight the exact same enemies. There's no reason to play it again. And the jokes, they get so repetitive. Like, they are funny at the very beginning. Like, I love some of the jokes at the beginning, but at the end, they tried so hard to make more jokes. But the thing is, they just kept reusing the same ones over and over and over and over, and it just got so repetitive and old, and I just kind of was begging the game to end so I can just stop playing. Like, I just really was not enjoying it at the end. I thought it was so freaking boring, and you could probably see in this gameplay that I kind of got distracted a whole bunch, because me sitting down for 20-30 minutes to play this game, just doing the challenges, I was freaking I was bored. I was so bored playing it. And when you can't play the game for 30 minutes without just getting bored, then that's no good, you know. But and also the graphics in the game are pretty bad. I do have to say it did come out at the beginning of the Xbox Ones and the Xbox One and PS4's just release, so I do have to cut it a little slack, just a little bit, because, you know, games then, they look good, but, you know, nothing like, you know, modern, like Battlefield 1, you know, they're not gonna look like that. But I do have to say it looks pretty bad. And I played it on Xbox One, I didn't play it on the PS3 or any of that, but that's just me. I personally, I don't really care too much about the graphics, personally. It's not something that I really care too much about. Some people do, so I'll just let you guys know that. And yeah, the jokes definitely get old over time, because they really like using these stupid budget jokes that whenever the game gets somewhat interesting, then they have to be like, oh, High Moon, it's a budget joke, which just makes it so it seems like the creators over time just got lazy with the game, that they just stopped caring about, you know, trying to put out interesting stuff when, you know, it's just boring, because whenever they just have some interesting coming in, they just have it be a stupid joke, like it's an 8-bit part and it's just a freaking joke. Because, oh, the budgets, because you've been wasting too much of our money with all these explosions, Deadpool, come on, man, oh, and it just gets so stupid with how many times that happens. I think it happens a total, like, 5 times over the whole game, and when the game is 6 hours long, so basically it's 1 every hour, and that's just, yeah, nah. It's a very short game, and yeah, there's no replay value, and it's not like you get like new costumes from beating the game. You can like if you guys cared that much, you can probably go through the game again using just like the size or whatever, the hammer, using the different weapons. But personally, I couldn't do it. I wouldn't be able to do that, man. Like, it was bad. Like, I stopped enjoying it pretty much instantly. But, and also, on the last, sorry. I just have a list here, and I skipped over a few. But, the game is way too freaking easy. It's just, like, I sucked in these. I'll just let you guys know now. This is not how the game would be when you guys play it. Most likely, and I played this on medium, and I think throughout the whole time I played the game, I think I died maybe twice. And, for a single-player video game, that's a bit too easy then. Because there's plenty of games I've played that are too easy, and I've still died more than that. But, it was just ridiculously too easy. And then on the last level, there's just a huge difficulty spike. For some reason, they just got lazy and decided, screw making any more bosses. We're gonna just reuse the same bosses at the same exact time. Cause, I don't know, like, it just honestly makes it so it just seems lazy how the creators did that. Like, I don't know. That's just me. I don't know if anyone else kind of picked up on that, but personally, I thought it just felt freaking lazy when it came to the ending. And then, for some reason, at the end, you just battle waves of the boss. For some reason, you battle like 10 clones. That's what they say in the game to try to make it so they can get away with sending in the same 5 character models after you. And it's just stupid and lazy. And the thing is, the last boss isn't difficult at all. Like, I didn't, at least for me. I don't know if other people did, but I found the last boss easy. Just kind of run around and just shoot him with your guns. Don't even interact in him. Don't go in with sword combat. Just shoot him. Then boom, it's easy because there's a shit ton of weapon ammo spawns everywhere, and so it's way too easy. And I don't freaking understand it, but very just bad gunplay. Personally, I think that could just be I'm not used to third-person shooting games, but I didn't like the gunplay in this. Like, at the beginning, if you shoot an enemy in the head, then boom, they're dead. But for some reason in the future, and like the later levels, no, it really doesn't matter whether you get a headshot or a body shot. Unless if it's like when they're at the last ending of their health, it doesn't matter. But I just think that's really dumb how it does that. But there's a very, very dumb ending. Just very dumb. Personally, I thought it was so stupid, even though I was so happy to have it over. I just thought the ending was retarded. Sorry for that word. I know people get butthurt about it, but, and just, people, they just, reuse the same exact enemies over and over and over, and it's just so dumb. Just having to battle the same exact enemy models with, oh, hey, one of them has a gun. That's literally, like, pretty much the difference, is that one of them will have a gun, or one of them will have just these little, just, like, shock, whatever they're called, and also, like, swords, whatever. It's just dumb, And this game really is bad at reusing jokes. Just reusing jokes about boobs, about how badass Deadpool is. They just reuse jokes over and over and over. I don't understand why. It gets old so fast. And that's why I enjoyed the first part of it more, is because I haven't encountered the jokes then. And they actually, at the beginning, they did actually use jokes that they didn't put in later. Like, they didn't have to reuse them. And Yeah, and just it's a very bad story. Um, I'll tell you more about it in the spoiler section after my rating and all that, in case if someone wants to actually go out and buy the game. And also, there's for some reason the game, even though chicks and tits are one of the biggest jokes in the game, then for some reason they decide, oh, we're only gonna use about one character model, but just change the bikini top and the bottom, and that's all they really changed. When if that's like a huge part of the game where they just keep using chick jokes about chicks, about their boobs, I would personally say that if you're gonna put that much emphasis and focus on that so much, that you kind of should be putting a little more effort into it. Also, I do have to say, at the beginning when they released it, I guess they did realize it's not worth the full $60 price, but then they lowered it $10 for console, so it was $50, and I don't remember on Steam, I think it was maybe $20, I could be wrong. I still wouldn't say $40 or $50, definitely not worth it, but, and there's really bad camera issues in smaller areas whenever you're just sitting there battling in just a building. It's really bad, because you're just going to be sitting there, just getting the good old shot of the corner, and it's great. And it tends to get you screwed over a lot. And also, you might be able to see it sometimes in this, is there's Deadpool has a little, he has a weird teleport button that's B, I think circle on PlayStation, I could be wrong. But basically that is also the button to block, block an attack, just like how it is in Batman, Arkham City and all that. And basically, they just kind of screwed up on that, because whenever you're kind of low on health, someone's gunning you down, shooting you down with a pistol or whatever, then you try to get out of there, teleport the hell out of there, then suddenly if right then there's an enemy that comes at you and tries hitting you, then you'll instantly just go over and initiate a battle with him, and it will screw you over a lot. It will get you it could get you killed, and sometimes you can be able to get away, but it really messes you up when it comes down to it at times. Oh, and you get points way too easy in the game. Like I was saying, if you're battling an enemy, because it's on combo based, if you get a higher combo, the more Deadpool points you get. And so basically, whenever there's one enemy left, there's nothing stopping you from just pressing X, and only X, just because that will give you the highest amount of dough, and to have you go over and upgrade stuff. And it's way too easy to get points, to have it so you can get, upgrade your shotgun, your SMG. It's way too easy, but that's just me. After the first level, I was already able to buy, I think, the most expensive gun, which is, I think, 20,000 or maybe 40,000. I could be wrong, but, oh, and there's way too many just gun and ammo spawns that really makes it so the game's way too easy. Is you'll just be, oh man, I just barely ran out of ammo for my pistol. Oh dang, there's 5 right here. They're just scattered around right here, and so I'm set. Even whenever you're just, sometimes you're sitting there, shooting some enemies, and then the spawn you'll go over, pick up one, and then you'll go over and shoot them some more, and then suddenly the thing's there again. It just will keep respawning, so you don't have any reason to go in with your swords or whatever and just fight them. You can just sit there, keep shooting them up, and then go over and pick up more ammo and just keep shooting them up. And so, it gets kind of dumb. Sometimes for some reason, I don't know why, there's unblockable attacks. They'll try hitting you, and if you're like, oh, no, and you block it, for some reason, then they like grab you and throw you or something like that, and it does more damage than him just punching you would do. And so you literally are screwed if you're not able to just hit him or run out of there fast enough, because you can't teleport because you'll initiate in that block, and it will just get you hurt. And I think that's so stupid. And I think, at least by memory, it is only with 2 enemies, and that's both on the final level. The boss and one of the chicks, I don't remember. But, and the game is about 6 hours long, so personally, it's, at least for me, I think maybe another hour, maybe 2 hours added onto it. Well, actually, since it's strictly only campaign, I would say about like 4 hours more, about 10 hours. Like, personally, I am not more of one of those people that, you know, will get on your case, on like a game's case, if like they make a 6-hour game, but they have really good multiplayer. But the thing is, this one has no multiplayer, and I'm not like, yeah, if like, let's, for an example, I haven't beaten it yet, Battlefield 4. If that one has, you know, 5-hour, 6-hour game campaign, and I beat the game, and I'm not gonna really and the multiplayer is really good, I'm not gonna really complain about the game being too short, personally. But back to this, I don't know why I got distracted about that, honestly. But yeah, so here's the prices on the game. So on the Xbox One is $20 at GameStop. On the Xbox Store, I don't think it sells anymore on the Xbox Store. I think they got rid of it. Could be wrong, though. At least when I looked at it, I couldn't find it anywhere. PS4 is also $20. And PS3 is also $20. Xbox 360 is $15. And honestly, for my rating, out of 1 out of 5, I would honestly give it a 1, personally. You know, like, there is no replay value. Like, if you're gonna buy it, like, if you're a huge Deadpool fan, I would say try to get it on 360. You know, it's the cheapest, and I really didn't think it was worth $20. I would have definitely preferred buying a different game than this. I love Deadpool. I love the movies. And I really didn't like it. I didn't enjoy it. And, yeah. I just really did not enjoy it at all, honestly. The beginning, if it was just kept sticking like how it was at the beginning, it would be like a 4. Or 3 or a 4. It would be, I loved it at the beginning, but then it just got so repetitive, and I just hated it afterwards, and I could not handle it. But, alright, so now, if you want to get the game, leave now. I'm doing spoilers, but if you've already played the game, or you don't really care, sit for this, you know. But, yeah, the Deadpool story is really bad. Basically, at the beginning, you have to go over to this tower, beat up this guy because someone put for some reason I forgot the fucking word, but basically, somebody's wants you to go kill them. I don't remember the bounty. There we go. This guy has a bounty on his head, and somebody wants you to go take him out. That was bad. But basically, so Deadpool goes in and he gets him, and then second level, basically he instantly gets stolen by these 2 chicks because Deadpool's too busy talking to the camera and making stupid jokes. Then basically you find out, oh, somebody killed him. Darn. Man, so now what I'm gonna do is, because this guy screwed me over with my my contract here, I'm gonna hunt him down and kill him. And I guess later it comes into more, but the thing is, it's kind of hard to learn because about the actual story of why the main bad dude is actually someone you should take out, because every time whatever his face is, the metal dude, for some reason I can't remember his name, whenever he comes over and he's trying to tell you why you need to, take this guy out, then basically then your character just makes jokes about how he's being boring, and so basically it will refuse for you to hear what this dude's saying, and it just makes it so you can't even, pay attention and learn what the freak the story's about. And it is absolutely stupid. And I just freaking hate it. You kill the boss, I think, a total of 3 times before the main level, because they just keep reusing, oh, it was a clone, and then they leave it at that. And it just gets so stupid and old, and nah. So, yeah, don't get the game if you are thinking about it, or if you are gonna get it, I'd say get it on 360 or wait until it goes down a little bit more, because I doubt it's gonna stay at 20 for too long. Or that could just be for my state, but I don't know. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed that. It's been pretty fun, and yeah. See you guys in the next video. Alright, see ya.